the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.
You know what? I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that there's just magic when we're all back.
There is magic in the air.
We have been laughing.
There's magic everywhere.
Magic.
And with all this romantic atmosphere, disasters in the air.
What is it you're singing?
I'm singing Lion King. That's what Timon sings.
That's Hakuna Matata, isn't it?
Yeah, at the beginning of
That's
that.
the dramatic
part. I can
part.
see what's happening.
Oh,
What? And they don't have a clue. Oh, we'll fall. I do this all the time in the show. I didn't think.
Oh, he's so good. It's good to have Noel singing Lion King at the start of 2022. Everyone, welcome back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Biofriendly Podcast.
Yes, we had one that was
Live
like
to
a
tape.
soft launch. This
Soft
is
launch.
like the real launch, and I want to hear a hello from Elise and Veronica.
This is the diamond launch.
This is it. Say hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Yay!
back,
See, we're all back. The
back.
whole team's back.
Team's back, ready to go, ready to roll, ready to
We're
rock.
ready to roll, and I have no subject. No, I'm kidding. I do. I came
do?
prepared. Yes, of course.
Okay.
And here's the exciting thing, guys. Update for listeners. During the Christmas holiday, you guys know who follow the show that Jakey requires having his little iPad in his hand to look at the news stories. Well, guess what happened over Christmas break?
What happened over Christmas break, Jacob?
I left my iPad on the airplane coming home, and I lost it.
Jacob, that's a very expensive iPad.
It was a very expensive iPad, and I was heartbroken, and I was
Yeah.
very, very sad.
Not only that, but look at that case. If you're watching the show right now and not listening to it, you can see that case
is the most sleek executive bad.
It is a very, very nice case.
It is, and it was a gift.
I know someone who must love you very much.
He does.
Who got you that case.
This was a gift last Christmas from Noel for my iPad, and this case is so cool. It has such a powerful magnet in it. You could literally go like this to a refrigerator, and it will hold up the entire iPad on the refrigerator when you slap it against it. It's like a super
quality.
strong magnet.
I was actually more upset about the case than I was about your iPad.
No, you were.
Yeah.
You were like, I remember when I told him on the phone, I go, and I lost my iPad, and he goes, and the case?
I was hoping maybe you took it off, maybe you still have the case, but no, it's
No case.
The case was-
The only thing that was lost, well, as you can see, audience, I'm holding it in my hands because after many weeks of working with the lost and found of United Airlines and LAX, I finally got it returned to me.
You did it!
And the only thing that was lost was the Apple Pencil. That was missing when it returned. But I was able to. It's a lot easier to buy a new Apple Pencil than it is to buy a whole new iPad.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Did everybody have a wonderful holiday season, Veronica and Elise?
Sorry. Thump.
Yes.
No, they didn't.
No.
Apparently.
Okay.
Why didn't you have a wonderful holiday season, Elise?
I got sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true, folks.
And I didn't do anything on our little break.
Oh.
So once I got sick, yeah, it was.
Elise caught the Omicron. Folks.
She caught the Omicron. Omicron.
We decided it's called Omicron.
It's Omicron.
Yeah.
Noel got it. I got it. Elise got it.
And
Veronica
who didn't get it?
still hasn't gotten it.
Veronica's never getting it. Veronica's invincible.
Invincible. Yeah. Fernando never got it.
Yeah, Fernando never got it too. Though there's the person you have to kill. That's whose head you have to remove. Now I figured it
Fernando,
out.
if you're hearing this, run for your life.
Run for your life because you are one of the last two Highlanders.
You're the last. You're the only people in LA who did not get Omicron.
Yeah, yep, Omicron. So Veronica's coming for you, and
Yes.
she's brutal. She'll kill you for sure.
She will kill you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm coming for his head.
Yeah, she's gonna cut it off.
That's it.
Oh my
it.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I do actually have a subject today. I was just enjoying the pleasantries, having us all back, and I just wanted to joke forever. But this is a show where we got to actually do subjects.
Is this a subject where you admit that you've been haunting high school kids' dreams and murdering them with a hand glove in your sleeve?
Are you calling out my Freddy Krueger sweater that I'm wearing right now? Oh, I can't wait for my brother to hear that. It is. I am, for those who watch the show, as you can see, I'm wearing a sweater that very closely remembers the horror icon Freddy Krueger. And when I was given it over Christmas, my mom held it up and she goes, "Would you want this sweater?" And I go, Freddy Krueger? And she goes, your brother said the same thing.
It absolutely does.
Yeah, it absolutely looks like Freddy Krueger. And he wouldn't wear it because of that. And I kind of was like, well, now I kind of want to wear it.
Yeah.
I want to look like Freddy Krueger before things went downhill.
Yeah. Before the fire.
Before the fire. Like pre-Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
You know, like young Fred.
A young Fred Krueger.
A young Fred Krueger.
Frederick W. Krueger.
Frederick W. Krueger. Pillar of society. Banker. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, so I am wearing my Freddy Krueger shirt. And so.
Accomplished lawn dartist.
Lawn dartist. Good at cornhole, the game. You know?
Good at cornhole.
Yeah.
You know, as I'm saying lawn dartist, I'm realizing that you could probably really confuse that for a lawn artist.
Lawn artist.
Yeah. Was he a lawn artist or a lawn dartist?
Lawn dartist. Both. Yeah. I mean, what they aren't mutually exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, so the subject I have today, there were some articles that were sent to me during the break. And so I was
You're telling me that our fans were like, hey, do this one, hey, do that one?
Yes.
What?
I had people sending me things who were like, have you seen this?
There you go,
have
ladies
you
and gentlemen.
seen this? Yeah. That's how it goes.
Send at Jacob Givens your articles.
Don't you dare.
And then he might just put it on the show.
Actually, it's fine. But feel free to send me whatever. If you wanted to tweet at me, if you wanted to get at me and you said, like, this would be a great thing. But I have so many cool people out there that are always seeing articles and stories that come our way. And it's funny because these are cool things to happen, but there were some funny memes that happened along the way.
Okay.
One was,
Okay.
So have you heard about KFC is going to start selling the fake chicken nationwide? Have you heard about this?
I did hear about this.
Yes. So KFC is going to sell fake chicken, and we're going to explore that a little bit. And one of the things that I saw over the break was
they're going to find a way to use capitalism to make it just as bad for you.
I know. That's what we're going to talk about. So here's the thing. The funny thing is they look atrocious.
They do?
Yeah. Somebody sent a photo of what the nuggets look like cut open on the sign. And they said, that looks like somebody fried erasers.
My God.
They look
Really?
so gray, like kind of really odd looking. So it wasn't pretty to look at. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But so to bring everybody up to speed.
By the way, for the record, it's not that I hate capitalism. I realize with my joke, I just think that the big companies do a really good job of screwing it up.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. They look. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem is that they're not motivated for the right reasons. The motivation for serving these things aren't necessarily because they're like, it's good for the animals. They're like, where's the money?
We want a better ESG score. Our stocks are down.
Yeah, exactly.
We
Exactly.
better make some nuggets of fake meat. We're not killing chickens.
We gotta have a race of nuggets.
Get those damn environmentalists off our back.
I love it. We are now 3 years in on this show, and that is the most matter of fact we have been. Like I would say year one, we dance around it a little bit,
Yes.
but by year three, it's like, nah, that's what's going on in the boardroom.
Just tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is. So KFC will bring plant-based chicken to restaurants nationwide starting next week. The latest in meat alternative products changing the face of the fast food industry. The fried chicken chain worked with Beyond Meat to create a chicken breast alternative designed to mimic the consistency of ground chicken. So that's step one.
What if I don't like the consistency of ground chicken?
Well, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to like it.
I don't.
But you have to eat it.
Okay.
There's no choice. No choice. No, it's. I mean, it's a fair point to say these consistencies and these alternative meats. There's going to be whether you like it or you don't. What the decision is, why you're eating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the main reason I chose to do this subject today is I actually found a word that I loved.
Oh.
That I loved. That I think is very biofriendly podcast. And I think you're going to like it too.
I can't wait.
Have you ever heard the word flexitarian?
Flexitarian.
Have you heard this?
I have heard that.
I had not.
Yeah.
I had not seen flexitarian. Yeah. So that is the root word. So if this was Pee-wee's Playhouse, we would say flexitarian, and then everybody would scream.
Today's word is flexitarian.
So that's what. If you weren't familiar with what a flexitarian is, it is. I mean, it's inferred a little bit as to just from the sound of it, right?
Have you ever been to Gold's Gym?
Yeah. No, I haven't been to Gold's Gym.
No. Have you ever walked by a Gold's Gym?
Have you ever looked in the window of a Gold Gym? Those are flexitarians.
Yeah.
So a flexitarian is a term.
Person who goes to a library.
They go to a library.
And they flex.
They flex. They read a book while they flex.
Yes.
A flexitarian is a term coined to describe individuals who mainly eat plant-based diet with the occasional meat or dairy added in. And I thought when I read that, I went, that's me.
Yeah, that's what I go for.
That's me. Yeah. That if I'm not somebody who has to have a label, but if you're going to label me, I'm a flexitarian.
All right.
That's what I am.
Are you taking the label now?
I'm taking the label.
You're taking the label.
Give me the label.
Okay.
What do you ladies think about that flexitarian? Would you say that that's...
I would say I am a flexitarian.
You'd say you're flexitarian,
yeah.
right?
Talk into the microphone.
Yeah, talk
I compete with the audience is listening.
Yeah. Say it again. Say it.
I would say I am a flexitarian.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because it's like predominantly I choose, vegetables and whatnot, but I have meat and I have dairy, but I just do it less and less. And over the past few years, that's increasing. Yeah. Now during the holidays, I eat like a monster.
Yeah, well, during the holidays, nobody's in anything but in everything.
I didn't take good care of myself before I got COVID.
Yeah,
but
which helped you survive it, I'm sure.
Which helped me really survive. It was really a good way to start at a really great foundation.
I tell you what, though, I rediscovered the love and joy of chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
When I had COVID.
Yeah.
Because my daughter loves chicken noodle soup. It's like it's one of her just go-tos, right?
Yeah.
And she when we had COVID, and she and I were kind of we were in the same boat a little bit, so we were kind of doing the same things, hanging out together. And she's like, "Yeah, I want some chicken noodle soup." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll have some chicken noodle soup."
Yeah,
man,
it tasted perfect.
Man, and maybe it's because I was sick, but since then I've been eating it, and I'm like, "This is the stuff."
Yeah,
this is it right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I had a similar experience with chili.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh. I wanted chili. Like that was the meal I wanted when I was feeling bad. I was like, I want a nice bowl of chili right now. Oh no!
Party foul.
Noel spilled his coffee.
That's okay. It's okay.
We're
gonna let it ride.
We're gonna let it ride.
It wasn't that much. It was like a half a gallon.
It's a half a gallon of coffee. Noel is the only one who gets big gulps of coffee. What size that come in? They come in the 2 gallon. The 2 gallon. Yeah. So he spilled a gallon. No, it wasn't even that much. It's just
it is a large, and I'll admit I'm buying from the man. It's a large cup of Starbucks.
Yeah. Well, we needed a little pick me up, man. We look at that, Elise.
Throw it at.
You can come around if you're not.
Yes.
He caught it.
Yeah. Well, it's because she's soft. She made a good toss.
Yeah,
softball
true.
player. Collegiate softball players know how to throw.
It takes 2 to tango when you throw. If that had been me, I would have been like.
I had to just let it
go. True story about me. If Derek Hagen ever hears this episode, many moons ago, I was in a little short project, and as an actor, I was supposed to throw a football, and he saw it, and he was like, "Jacob, I'm going to spend a weekend with you to teach you how to throw a football," because apparently what I was doing on camera was the worst looking football toss he had ever seen in his life. And I was like, I'll be honest, nobody ever taught me how to throw a football. So anyway, if I had been throwing the tissue to Noel, he would not have caught it. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm a pretty good catcher.
You are a pretty good catch. So Flexitarian Diet is something that when I read it, I was like, that really falls in line with when we've covered food and reducing meat and whatnot on the Biofriendly podcast. I've been like, that falls really in line with what we talk about a lot, which is by all means, if that's something you enjoy it, but maybe as a cause to contribute is to reduce the amount you're having of meat and animal products, just to lower it a little bit.
I would rather see that than us investing in questionable meats that are made in a lab. I think that I'd rather see that.
And that's why I'm bringing this up, because this is what's interesting. So the other article that was sent to me during the holidays was McDonald's Mcplant is launching at 600 locations on Valentine's Day. So they've got a sandwich called the Mcplant. Now check this out. I did not know this. The Mcplant Patty, which contains ingredients like peas, rice, and potatoes.
Okay.
So that's the bulk of that patty.
Yeah.
So I think there's 2 different things.
So they're going heavy on starch. They're saying we're going to make a starch patty.
Yeah, starch patty and the thing that we've talked about this on the show before. My problem I have with the Beyond Meats and the Impossible Burgers, the sodium's always really high, and I have a sensitivity to sodium, so I got to be careful with that.
Yes.
But
and they're adding like odd forms of iron to get the meat flavor in there. Too.
Yeah, they are adding. There is a little manipulation there, but I would say so. There's two camps that are happening.
Yeah,
because here's another article that was sent to me. KFC is working on 3D printed lab grown chicken nuggets.
Oh my God.
So exactly,
why?
Exactly to your point. I was going, if you want to make a patty that's rice, peas, potatoes, and that is the core, and there's like portobello mushroom in there or whatever it is,
right.
But it's food.
Right.
We're talking food here, people.
It's a veggie patty of some kind.
It's a veggie patty.
You know, I mean, like, hey, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a whirl. Whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The Mcplant. So I feel like McDonald's is at least, and here's what's interesting. The UK already released the Mcplant. It's already out there. They've got it.
Yeah.
And theirs there's no dairy on it. So there's no, like, the cheese is vegan and there's not, they've gone the extra mile. So whatever you're ordering is like, as clean as it can be by their standards.
Okay.
But here in the U.S., it's going to basically have the regular mayo and the cheese on it.
Okay.
So you still have that as a part of it, but it's a veggie patty more than anything.
Yeah, I don't think vegans are going to McDonald's anyway. I don't know why you're barking to that crowd.
Right.
They're not going to McDonald's. That's not what their whole thing is, to stop you.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you money to eat your plant burgers so that you can keep selling regular burgers to people. That's not what they're about. So I just don't see the point in marketing to vegans if you're McDonald's.
Yeah, and I think this begs an interesting question, which is, if you've made the decision to go to McDonald's, are you going to get?
And I have.
And I have, and I do.
And I will.
And I will again.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm a dad.
You can't.
I take kids to McDonald's, and then I secretly enjoy it. I'm not ashamed to say it.
I was born in 1978.
Not random kids, my kids. That came out. Picking up kids on the street. Hey, kid, we're going to McDonald's.
I will take any and all children to McDonald's. Look, let me tell you something. In my household, I am a symbol of everything that's wrong when I say I want to go to McDonald's. I am the only one. I'm the only man standing.
Yeah.
And my persuasion of getting the boys to go with me, I actually have to fight to get them to be naughty and
then
eat
they eat
McDonald's.
it.
And then they eat it and they're like, oh, that's really good.
And then your mom spends their mom spends another 6 months
brainwashing them.
Yes, brainwashing them
and telling them that they can't eat it. But I'm from a different generation. McDonald's when we were kids was something that when I take a bite of it, it takes me back.
Yeah, me too.
I suddenly remember my childhood.
Me too.
So if I'm going into a McDonald's,
it's an odd treat for me. It's an odd, I don't want to say it's like Christmas, but it's similar in the fact that I enjoy Christmas a lot because of what it meant to me then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then now I'm building obviously new memories with my own kids, but that's part of what makes Christmas great.
Yes.
Is my memory of it.
Yeah.
And I think with McDonald's, more than the flavor of the McDonald's itself, it's the memory of what the flavor was.
It's the memory of the flavor. And so if this is the good point that you brought up, which is, if you're going to McDonald's, did you go to make good decisions?
No, never. No. I'm not. No, I purposely I keep it away.
Yeah,
I avoid it like the plague.
Totally.
Until that special occasion.
Yeah.
When it's time to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't look at that menu and go, I've got to make a good decision here today. No. I'm gonna do a decision that I go, this is gonna make me really sick to my stomach in about an hour and a half,
and I'm okay with that.
And I'm gonna feel terrible, but I'm ready.
I'm ready for this.
Bring it to me.
Same like Tommy's Burger is another one like that for me. I go and again, I'm not gonna not get the chili.
Yeah.
I'm not going to not pile it with just as much grossness as I can possibly get. It's Tommy's.
Yeah.
I'm going to Tommy's to destroy myself.
I want to hurt a little bit.
I want to hurt. Otherwise, why am I going? But I just don't do it that much.
Yeah.
I do it when it's time.
I don't do it that much either. I do it so infrequently that when I go, it feels like a big deal.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
Yes.
So it's interesting because so good on you, McDonald's, for making this an offering. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
But I'm already kind of a fan of make a veggie patty, work with Beyond Meat, give an option that maybe encourages more people to try to have less beef.
Yeah.
Have less chicken.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm on board for it. But the
KFC, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Billions, trillions, millions.
I mean, we have a pretty big influence. We can move thousands.
But
I don't think that they care.
They don't care.
Yeah.
But that being said, KFC.
Yeah.
So this rabbit hole goes even deeper. Okay.
Why is it that KFC is always on the wrong side of food?
I don't know.
How do they do it? How do they consistently do this?
I don't feel good about. Like if KFC said, hey, we made nuggets out of potatoes. They're essentially gnocchi, right?
Yeah.
Or gnocchi, or
Yeah.
however you say that. You know, it's like, that would be like, oh, that's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
I'd have mashed potatoes that were fried. That
Yeah.
kind of sounds delicious.
Tater tots, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Tater tots. Yeah, and there used to be a, have you ever been to, I was about to say Portillo's, but I don't mean it. Porto's.
Porto's, yeah.
in Burbank. They have those mashed potato balls. Oh,
God, those are
my God, you guys.
Porto's always has a line, and there's a reason.
Always. And when I would get those mashed potato balls, I was like, these things are incredible. But I love that. And if KFC said that's going to be our vegetarian offering, I'd be like, cool. But this lab meat thing is freaking me out. And this is what it said. It said, American fast food chain KFC wants to craft the world's first laboratory-produced chicken nuggets, according to the press release. And no, they won't technically be vegetarian because they'll include actual chicken cells.
Ew.
To create this meat of the future,
Veronica just swallowed a little vomit there.
Yeah, I know. To create
so
this
bad.
meat of the future, the chain is working with Russian startup 3D bioprinting solutions to use chicken cells and plant material to print nuggets layer by layer.
I mean, I can see this is again. This caused I don't even have words.
I'm about to blow your mind even further. I'm about to take it to the next level. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
I'm surprised the live audience isn't like, we're not just being flooded with people just putting sick
exploding with
emojis.
just doing what poor Veronica did just a second ago. Poor Elise did just a second ago.
Elise. The same company 3D printing KFC's meat nuggets is printing human tissue in space. So that's kind of cool for science, but because we're not eating it.
They're printing human tissue in space. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is the zero gravity important?
I don't know.
Does it make it easier
It
to print
says-
it if it's up in space? I mean,
So this is a Russian startup, and these are probably the same people that are selling forests. Remember we did that episode?
I'm confused by the human tissue.
Okay, so that's what we're going to dig in, because this one's weird too, and it's not necessarily about Flexitarian, but...
no, you're talking like human skin, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
making layers of human skin.
Yeah, it says, it's been a wild weekend for Russian startup 3D bioprinting solutions.
Thinking tissue you wipe with.
Yeah, right. Okay, I gotcha.
They're 3D printing Kleenex.
Yeah. These are tissues that humans use.
Yeah.
To blow their nose, we can only make them in space with a 3D printer.
These are anti-gravity Kleenex.
My nose is running.
I love it.
There are a lot of noses running in space.
We do.
They got to solve that problem. Those poor people in the space station.
Oh, runny nose in space would be crummy, right?
Because it'd be like a bloop, and there'd be
Just
this ball
fall out of
floating
your
around,
nose.
this snot ball floating in the
God.
sky.
So first, the company announced a partnership with fast food chain KFC as part of an effort to create the world's first laboratory-produced chicken nuggets. We already covered that.
Great.
Now, the same company is ready to announce what it's been hard at work bringing similar tech into orbit as well.
Okay.
In an experiment on board the International Space Station that took place in 2018 but has only now been published, Russian cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko, I butchered that, and I'm sorry to my astronaut and NASA friends.
Kevin's probably talked
Kevin
to him,
is
He's
furious.
probably actually had conversations with Oleg.
I know,
because
probably.
He works.
Yeah, Russian cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko was tasked to 3D print human cartilage cells in near zero gravity using a machine called bioprinterorgan.ot.
Okay. So it's cartilage.
Yeah.
So they're making noses.
Yeah.
And knees.
The goal was to investigate ways to reverse some of the negative effects of spending prolonged periods of time in space. In particular, evidence that parts of the human body can atrophy over time, something we've known for quite some time. So I know this doesn't have anything to do with Flexitarian. It's just, it baffles me that you've got KFC and they're like, you guys, we need to sell some vegan nuggets. And somebody in the room was like, I know a Russian company that's printing human tissue. We should reach out to them. What? How did you get to printing nuggets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does this make me sound like an old man? Like, am I gonna be 80 and my grandkids are gonna be like, what do you mean you won't eat printed food, Grandpa? Everybody eats printed.
What? You're gonna kill a chicken?
Oh, you're gonna kill an animal.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
you savage.
All I think about is SpongeBob and Plankton.
Uh-huh.
Where Plankton's eating the holographic food.
See,
That's the future that
That's
we're going to
it.
be living in, is that I'm going to be the bad guy for being like, I don't enjoy holographic food at all.
I don't want holographic food. I want food.
I want real food.
I think we've got a really wide array of humans on Earth doing a lot of different interesting things.
Yeah.
And I encourage people to go figure out how to print this. So
Yeah.
I'm actually, I think conceptually, I'm for the idea that KFC is investing in this and that this is something that's happening.
Yeah.
Because you never know where it'll go, and you never know if it's going to be a better way to go about it. And we may as well give ourselves all the options possible. That's the upside to having 7 billion people on the planet.
Yeah.
Is they have all these different ideas and different people trying different things, so that we can find out what works. It's like evolution on a high speed scale because of just different brains working in different ways.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you know what oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I've always, Spy Kids, right?
Yeah.
So you know how they put the little popcorn bag into the microwave and it cooked the McDonald's.
It did?
Yeah.
I don't
didn't
remember
see
that.
that.
Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
That's really a
That's-
movie from your childhood, I
That's
think.
the future. That's
Yeah.
that's where we're going. Yeah, look, we probably need to get there. I mean, at some point, particularly if we're going to start putting people on the moon and Mars and Venus and all sorts of other things, we're probably going to want to find easier ways to get them food.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not as against it as I made it sound at first, but
Yeah.
it's also, this is kind of where I'm also conflicted even on the concept of spending money and time and energy into going to the moon and Mars in the first place, right?
Yeah,
When you look
yeah.
at just, we don't need to terraform Earth nearly as much as we would have to terraform Mars in order to make it really great.
Yeah.
In order to really Pizza Hut that thing.
Yeah. Making it great. Yeah. Absolutely.
But at the same time, we can't just not, right? We do have to sort of explore. We do need to be a multi-planet civilization. So I guess this is the reason I think I can't respond is because I'm in a bit of a conflict on the issue. I don't know if I'm up for having
printed food.
3D printed food, and I don't know if the concept is something that I'm thinking I need right now.
I know.
Or
I know.
we need right now.
I know.
And we don't even know how good it's going to, I just don't know what the future health benefits are.
I know.
Or what negative effects are going to come or any of that stuff. But at the same time, if we don't start,
Yeah.
then we're never going to be able to have printed 3D nuggets.
Exactly. And to your point, in Spy Kids, all the sci-fi movies, I remember there was always that. They had the pill, they put it in the thing, and then they open it, and pizza.
Yes.
And you're like, how did that
That's
just
so
happen?
amazing.
That means that there's actually people out there that are like, we could figure out how to do this. We could print food.
We can make you spagos from a pill.
That's fascinating to me.
Or just spago, isn't it?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
put a
yeah.
plural in
No,
there
I think
for
you're.
the
Spago.
Yeah, Spago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we gotta try it.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yes.
Do you remember
Yes.
their little? You go into your little suite.
That's
and
right.
then they had just there. You hamburger, please. And then it would make
It would make it.
It would just make it
And
like
so,
a hologram machine.
and when we watched that growing up, you'd go, "That's not possible."
That will never happen.
But
That
now
was in
they're
my-
going, "No, we're on our way. We're on our way.
We're
gonna-
3D printing nuggets, and you're talking crap about it.
You're talking crap about it. Exactly. So the thing is I think that anything new and new technology like this, it does make us uneasy because you go, food is food and tech is tech or synthetic is synthetic, right? Like I trust the things off the floor of the earth. I trust the natural things in this world. And the moment you start going, well, we fused these chicken cells in with this to make a fake tissue, and you're kind of going, I'll just I'll just fry some broccoli. You know what I mean? Like I'll just stop eating meat if it's that big of a
If that's
deal.
where we're going, can't I just have less meat or no meat or something?
Yeah. And so, but to your point, we don't know about it.
There's going to be so many things that happen in the next 20 to 40 years that by the time you and I are old men talking to our grandkids, that we are going to sound like people who are past it because there's stuff that we're already like this too far.
Yeah.
And we're not even close to as far as we're going.
Totally. And then grandkids are going to say things like, well, Grandpa, you get literally all the nutrients that you would get in a week's worth of food in this meal. Yeah. And we're going to go, but it's not real.
But it's not a real chicken. Nobody cut that chicken's head off.
I know, right?
Nobody plucked that chicken.
Back in my day, we used to.
Nobody butchered the legs and the wings and the breasts from that chicken and put them out in front of me. Nobody put that into an oven and did a good roast with some potatoes and some carrots and onions and a little bit of olive oil.
I love Noel became foghorn leghorn the older he gets. I say.
Just sprinkle some rosemary and basil on that there chicken there, I say.
Fanning yourself. That was good.
I don't ever know what voice is coming next. They just kind of.
That's the great thing about
That's my food eating guy voice.
Food eating guy. But the last thing we have before we get out of here it's a long article. I won't read it, but you get the idea. It says vegan versus flexitarian, which will save the planet. That's the way that they've kind of posed this thing. And when you kind of give an overview and glance at this, it's like, of course they say the idea of veganism would do more significant things. But when you're taking in the population of the planet, they just know that there's a lot of people that don't have necessarily the ability to have fresh greens, fruits, and all the things that we have access to.
Here's the thing that we don't want to confront or admit.
Okay. I want this.
If we were to go completely vegan on the planet, we'd all be dead. Mm-hmm. Because to take the land, strip it of everything else on there, and then individually, place by place, farm all of the different vegetables that we need.
Right, to feed everybody.
We would destroy all of our soil, and we would destroy all of the natural ecosystems that exist underneath that ground that we're trying to farm as it is in order to make the food. It would be like we can't really farm vegetables the same way as we can farm meat. Meat is very easy to farm because you just put the animals on an area that exists.
Yeah.
And then they eat what's on the ground, and then you eat them.
Yeah. It's as simple as that.
Awful to say, but that's just it's a very, and then it's high density. Like it's part of the mix of what we were intended to eat.
Yeah.
So if we're going to have a society that doesn't eat the animals, then we're going to probably have to figure out some other solution like this to do it. We're just not going to be able to do it the way people want us to. When they're vegans. So we can have a certain percentage of people who can be vegan and have that lifestyle and really enjoy what that does for them. But that's not going to work for everybody. And there's also people who need different kinds of diets just because of the way they're genetically made up.
Yeah, it's true.
We're all different.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I'd say there's probably a place for this.
Yes.
There's a place for this.
Yeah.
I'm just weirded out by it, man.
And you're allowed to be weirded out by it. But it was an interesting enough thing to be sent, McDonald's, KFC, Space Skin, all these things over the holidays. And I was like, this is begging the question, which is people are developing different things. But along the way, when I saw the word flexitarian, it gave me just kind of the sense of like, you know what? If you convince the entire planet to be flexitarian, that would be a huge victory.
Huge victory.
Huge victory. Because it means that everybody would look at meat and dairy as more of a occasional thing.
Right. We also don't need to eat as much as we do.
I know. Ain't that the truth?
That's a big help to the problem. If we ate as much as was optimal for our bodies.
Yeah.
We would all eat less.
Yeah.
Even the people who aren't eating that much would eat less.
Yeah.
We don't need to eat as much as we do. We've just been conditioned to have 3 meals a day.
And our portions are out of control.
They are out of control, particularly in developed countries. Particularly if you go to Europe, Australia, America, Canada.
Or claim jumper. Have you guys ever been a claim jumper? Oh my God. The size of food that they serve you in those places.
It's such an American thing.
It really is.
It's such a Western world thing. Well, Europe's not as bad as we are. They really aren't. But they're getting worse. I mean, they're following our path.
Because they came and visited here, and then they go home and they go, have you guys heard of ranch dressing?
And Olive Garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it might be gone now. Didn't Olive
Did
Garden?
it go back? It went under during the.
I think I think Claim Jumper might have also gone away.
Look, I'll miss them, but we should probably dial back the portions anyway.
No, we need to. You can
to.
see it with the the obesity issues we have in America and Australia in particular.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we eat too much.
Yeah, we eat too much,
and that's a big part of what is the problem too. Like if you just ate less, well, now we're eating less everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But if our listeners out there, I would say I want to hear what you guys think about 3D printed meat. I'm curious. I want to know. Come into the Painless Green, come into Twitter and respond. Give me some info. Give me some thoughts on this whole thing. Are you ready for it? Yes or no? Are you dying to take a bite of that first printer burger? Or are you like, nah, not for me? Are you kind of feeling a little weary? I'm just curious. So if you're a fan of the show, give us a shout out.
Give us a shout out.
I want to know.
It's how chicken cells sounds.
Yeah,
chicken makes me not want to try.
Right? I mean, it's the way they phrase it.
Yeah.
They should have said something cute, like chicken guamies, you know, and you're like, oh, those sound fun.
Oh, chicken guamies.
Chicken cells, 3D printed from chicken cells. Where are they getting the cells?
From chickens.
I know. so
And they've probably found a way to clone the cells. That's probably what it is. And so then once you have the cells, you can then clone the cells and make more of them, and then layer by layer, make a chicken that has the consistency of ground chicken.
Yeah,
which I don't like.
Yeah, no, I don't like ground chicken either. Not at all.
It's not my bag, baby.
Not my bag. But you know what? I don't normally go to KFC.
I haven't been to KFC. I haven't been in quite a while.
20 years.
Yeah,
I've been to a Popeyes. But
Popeyes is my place.
I like Popeyes, but I have not had a KFC.
If I'm going to go have fried chicken, I'm generally going to Popeyes. That's my spot.
The last time I had KFC, I can tell you exactly when it was.
Okay.
Noel and I and our friends were traveling across the country to go make a little movie called House Archer, and we stopped at a KFC, and I got the sandwich. The bread part was made out of chicken. Remember, that was like their big thing. Was the whole thing is that thing? I was immediately sick to my stomach. Yeah. I had it. It was a lot. So that was the last time I had KFC.
Yeah. KFC, man.
KFC.
Yeah, I also just, while we're asking our audience their thoughts, what are your thoughts if you're going to 3D print something, but then deep fry it?
Yeah, that's true.
Like we're doing the same. We're making the same junk, right?
It's like look, this is still bad for you, but no chickens die.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true.
I don't know.
Air fry it.
Yeah, air fry.
Into the microphone, please.
Into the microphone, Elise. We have to give these girls some microphone training.
They need individual microphones, and we need to glue them to their faces.
I know.
We need to glue them to their necks.
We need the ones with the.
Oh, you want to do the ones like your.
They need the receptionist.
The receptionist microphone.
Yeah, that goes right around the.
The funny thing is, I know both of them know to do it, but neither of them really want to talk into the microphone.
They don't respect us.
They're like, oh.
No, we get too comfortable in our position, so we don't want to lean in.
Youngins.
Kids these days. Eating their printed
3D
nuggets.
printed nuggets. Well, I'm going to, you know what I am? I do want to try the Mcplant. I'm into trying it because I think, all right.
I'll try all this stuff if you want. If you want to do it,
you want to try it.
If you want to make a remote, I'll try it all.
Let's do a video of us trying the Mcplant, and then let's try
some 3D printed nuggets.
Now, I think the ones that they have right now are not those yet. I think those are coming. I think the ones that they have now are the vegan nuggets made from.
Oh my gosh!
Whatever
Beyond.
stuff.
We should do a mukbang.
What's that?
A mukbang.
What's that?
Oh my gosh! You guys don't know what a mukbang is?
No.
Where you just sit and eat in front of a video.
When is this word?
How is it that these kids they've done everything, and then they have a word for all the things?
I know. Is this because like a YouTuber started eating in front of a camera and their name was mukbang, and then it became
you talk and eat in front of the camera.
Oh my god!
I mean,
bet you if I said this to my children, they'd be like, "Yeah, of course,
yeah, idiot,
mukbang."
Of course, it's called that. But then, it's like when you walk upside down with your armpits in brains. They call it a doozle dump.
A doozle dump, yeah, you know, mukbang.
I feel like everything they're doing everything and then naming everything so that all future generations are like, well, that's taken.
I know. Yeah. I'm on my way to becoming an old man. I can feel it. I'm gonna be in a rocking chair.
The way you guys looked and were like, "What's that?"
Mukbang.
Why did they name that?
Now we got to do it. Now we got to sit down and eat food in front of the camera.
We're gonna do a
for
mukbang.
A good old classic mukbang.
A good old classic. We do a mukbang. We're gonna do ourselves a mukbang.
Oh, you guys. Well, that's it
That's it.
That's the Flexitarian.
That was a
Biofriendly
quality
podcast.
Flexitarian show.
Thank you. Hey, oh, please.
Thank you all for joining us live on the live.
Okay.
On the live.
On the live. Yes, thank you for joining us live.
Yes, if you're coming into the show now, everybody, if it's your first time listening, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell
Spread
your
the word.
neighbors.
Tell everybody.
Biofriendly podcast. Find out about what's going on with the environment, how you can help, what you can do.
Join us in our
going
group.
On. Join us in
the Painless Green on Facebook.
Facebook group. Follow us on the Twitters
At Biofriendly.
Biofriendly. Follow us on the Instagrams
At Biofriendly Planet.
Biofriendly Planet, and follow us on the YouTubes.
And the YouTube's is Biofriendly Planet.
Biofriendly Planet, and we already got the Facebook.
And we have we have the Facebook, which is the Painless Green, and then we have and then also we have Biofriendly Planet Magazine Facebook, which is our big flagship.
It's our flagship.
Painless Green is the small group where you get to say whatever you want.
Yeah,
that's where private.
That's where the crazy stuff.
That is where
the
the after dark environmentalism.
Yeah, after dark environmentalism, baby. Yeah. So, but come join us. Come talk with us. Spread
Please.
the word, please. Help us out. We're trying to save the planet.
Yeah.
With one joke at a time.
And 3D printed nuggets.
3D printed nuggets.
We have been your beacon of light in a gloomy environment.
And it's a new year, and we have no more tags.
And it's a classic mukbang.
Maybe.
You're like, I don't know about that one. But now all we got to say goodbye is
Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew.
and the girls say whatever you want.
Is that your new?
That's our new. We're not doing Cheerio anymore. Now we're doing
finger guns.
Finger guns.
Yeah.
This is
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
So
What are you gonna do?
you get a new thing. You have to do it the whole year.
Or you can do the same thing.
Bye.
Veronica's like, we're just going with what we did last year. What's another way of saying goodbye? Say ciao.
Ciao.
You know what? Well, today we'll chow it, and then they can think about it.
Yeah,
we put them on the spot a little bit.
We did.
throw
Think
them
about
on
think
the
about it. Put your heads together and figure
We're
out how
gonna
you
come
want to
up
say
with an
goodbye.
awesome one.
An awesome one.
Better
That's
than that.
Better than your stupid finger gun lasers. Pew 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 pew.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Get out of here. Go.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.